So obviously, first of all, I wanted to congratulate Jack and Maggie and also Josh for such an accomplishment. That's why we're here today. But not only that, I want to congratulate Coach White and Nikki. Obviously, it's because of them too. That's why you are what you are today. So thank you. And also, first of all, thank you for the invitation. For me to be here as a keynote speaker. So I will do the best that I can. I know that usually from all the years that I've learned, that especially after lunch, you want to keep your speeches short as you can, because you don't want to put anyone to sleep. So, but it doesn't matter about the rest of the table, but this table, just don't go to sleep, okay? Because this is going to be the speech for the three of you. So, obviously your dad, your parents entrusted you, the three of you, and also believe in you that one day you're going to be very successful. This is just one of that one day. Okay, and if you think this is big, wait until the wedding day, right? It's going to be bigger than this. Okay, there's going to be a lot more people than this. So look forward to that. But they won't quit. They won't stop doing that. They won't stop supporting you. Obviously, because you're their children, so they're going to support you until the end of their times. And I know they will. I mean, your parents, when they were up here, they did say that. They will be there for you. So, always keep that in mind. So, Jack, Maggie, and Josh, today's your day. Obviously, as our MC has mentioned, let's not worry about my professional career. Usually when I get up and talk, I usually talk about what I'm involved with. My specialty or my professional. Who would want to, today anyway, right? Who would want to hear, how do you want to get a machine going when you're down for, let's say, a couple hours at a factory? You're working with, let's say, the plant manager. How can I get this machine up going? It's costing me a lot of money. An hour of downtime is like, tens of thousands of dollars. Or how do you make a machine run faster? How do you want to get more throughput out of it? Currently, I'm doing like 600-700 parts per minute. That's a lot. You can see parts flying through the machine. But I want to make more than that. But let's leave that aside today, because I'm not going to talk about that today. Maybe we'll say that for another day. So what I want to talk about today is, and this is, like I said, to the three of you. I know that everyone that are sitting here today have their wisdom. I was told once that once you're over 50, I guess you can say that, right? So that just to kind of give you guys an idea of how old I am. So I'm going to just talk about my wisdom. I'm going to just talk about what I've done, my experience, and the takeaway from that. And that's what I wanted to share with the three of you. I know that I don't want to take the thunder from Jermaine, because I'm sure that he's going to talk about the bio. He's going to do the introduction later after me, so I'm not going to go into that too much. I'll let him do that. I read the bio of the three of you. It really doesn't matter what you accomplish. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? As long as your heart and your mind are into it. And I know that your parents support that. Before you turn 18, you're basically, technically, legally, you're under your parents' control. Okay? If you get into trouble, they say you're a minor, so they come after your parents. And that's what your parents can kind of say, I want you to finish, grade school, middle school, and high school. They can push you because you have to do what they say. But once you turn 18, you're in and out. You can do whatever you want, right? I can party all night if I wanted to do that. I can game all night if I wanted to do that. If the two of you are any gamers, right? So, but they know that, we trust the three of you. We're here to support you. Whatever that you decide to do, we're there for you. Because we know that you're going to do the right thing. And the three of you did, okay? But like your parents were saying, there's still, one more, right? Grandchildren, a wedding, all that kind of stuff. But it's coming. I know that your parents are very anxious for that, but it's coming. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when, it's not if. So as far as your Bible, as far as your accomplishment, keep in mind that's only a small part of your life. It's only a small part of your life. Yeah? And I know that some of us here, if you're into, let's say, during the December time frame, the holiday season, we see this movie, this show. It's a classic. It's a wonderful one. Okay, it's starring James Stewart. The character that he plays is George Bailey, I believe. And so the reason I brought this up is that your life touches all the people's life as well. So when you accomplish something, that's just for you. Okay, it's self-serving. Okay, but imagine, just like the movie, imagine if George Bailey wasn't there, okay, to save his brother from drowning, at the age of 8. His brother would have never, gone to the army, become an aviator, okay? So there was a purpose for him to be there. He was there for that purpose, to save his brother from drowning, okay? And also to save the pharmacist from accidentally poisoning, his son. So think about that. Think about all the lives that you touch. Imagine if you weren't born, or if you weren't, let's say, come to this world, we wouldn't be here. Okay, we wouldn't be here. Well, the things that you do, that you probably don't appreciate or don't really think about it affects a lot of people. So always keep that in mind. So, your uncle said to us is that, move out of the house, right? I think he's the one that said that, if I remember correctly. You're 18, you're grown up now, let's, move out of the house, don't stay with your parents. Well, I'm gonna go 180 on that. I'm gonna say move back into the house and live with your parents. And you know why? We all heard this cliche that says, it's a jungle out there, okay? Life is very difficult. And we all know that, especially for the past maybe few years, a couple of years, because of the pandemic. Everything's very expensive. It's very hard to kind of make a living, especially when you're a single person. So one of the benefits of moving back and living with your parents, and this is no joke, and like I said, this is my wisdom that I'm sharing with you, which I have done in the past. I've gone to school, came back and lived with my parents. So what are the benefits? Well, you don't have to worry about rent, right? You don't have to pay rent. Later on, there's no mortgage. You don't have to worry about owning a house. I'm sure that your parents are going to probably hand your house down to you eventually, right? As a kid. I'm sure that's going to happen, because I remember your parents saying that to, maybe not directly to me, but kind of mentioned that in an indirect way. The other piece is that, maybe no laundry to wash. I don't know about that one though, right? I don't think even when your parents would watch your laundry if you decide to move back in and live with your parents, but the thing to remember is that, your parent has a very big house, okay? And I think it's about 5,000 plus square feet. So, you're not going to take too much of that space, okay? I know that there's a lot of big space to go around, especially when there's only the two of them. So, for me, if I have to do, all that I need is just a place for, a sleeping bed, or maybe an air mattress. I'm good with that, right? So like I said, your parent has a big house, there's a lot of room to go around. Eventually, if you decide to marry and say, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna bring my other half in and live with you, I'm sure you'll be fine with that. Okay, I'm pretty sure, okay? The other thing, this is probably more important than anything else. Your dad's been craving for, I want grandkids, right? The other benefit of living with your parents is that you get free daycare. Okay, free daycare. That can be very expensive, trust me. When both of you work, imagine, free daycare. They want your kids to you, not all the time. When you need them the most, right? When you're both working, or maybe you want to go out and just have some fun, just the two of you, they can watch your kids for you, okay? So those are some of the stuff that, like I said, I'm just telling you because of my background, like I said, just wisdom coming from me, your uncle. So, what do you do with all the money that you save? Once you have no bills to pay, no rent. You could buy whatever you want, right? Come on, I know the two you like sports car. I'm sure you probably, right on craving, if you can get your hands on a PS5, I'm sure you probably got one or two. Take the vacation of your dream. Maggie, you know, in your bio, you said that you wanted to travel or you wanted to go places. This is it. This is the time to do that. You don't have to wait until until you're married or to kind of move in. And this is the time. I mean, like I said, they're not going to kick you out. They're your parents. I mean, why would they want to do that? Okay, I know that. I know they won't do that. And then I guess one thing I wanted to kind of, also just for everyone here, not just the three of you, but if you're into Hollywood, right? We all know who Denzel Washington is. He's a very popular actor. He's a very popular actor, and he once said that you don't see a U-Haul truck following a hearse. Yeah. Think about that. You don't see a U-Haul truck following a hearse. It doesn't matter what funeral processions you go to or you see, you never see that. So I'll leave that to, for everyone to kind of, that's open for interpretation, okay? What do you think that means, right? I think it means something else. You might think it means, opposite of what I'm thinking, but just think about that. So life is short. Life is short. Do what your heart and your mind desire, okay? And I know that the three of you will. And continue, okay? You're not done today yet. It's not like after today, it's like I can do anything that I want, right? My dad threw us a very nice, celebration. Don't forget that you need to appreciate what your parents have done, okay? Keep in mind all the guests that are here today, okay? They're here to kind of celebrate, just to congratulate the three of you, and also to congratulate your parents. There's some relationship between that. I mean, there's this responsibility. Your dad has a lot of friends, a lot of people that know him, and there's a reason for that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that inspire yourself going forward, and also inspire others. Okay? Inspire others. So, in conclusion, so Jack, Maggie, and Josh, I mean, you have a wonderful life ahead of you. I mean, 50 plus years. 50 plus years. You might think that's 50, that's a long time. Trust me, I'm already past 50. It's a blink of an eye. Okay? It's a blink of an eye. So make the most out of it. Enjoy it. Okay? So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, as you said, life is short. Like seeing everybody here today and everybody go, man, you're old. Life is short. I was sitting in your chair, as you're aware, I thought it was 2 years ago no, it was 4 years ago that you graduated. So definitely don't take anything for granted. So next, I'm going to be introducing the guests of honor for today, which is going to be Joshua, Maggie, and Jack. I think they have music that they're going to be coming into, right, DJ? But first, with all the kids that want to get tattoos, I'm going to tell you a story. So there was a time where I wanted a tattoo, and I could still get one, but in this time, I went up to, I knew that just like Posi and Uncle Shaw, don't get a tattoo, it's bad. So I had this conversation with my mom and dad. This is the only time that, my parents never beat me or anything, but that look in my mom's eye, I probably would have got beaten. So the only time, one of the times that I have talked back to my mom, I told her that I wanted to get a tattoo of the Mama Elephant foot on my shoulder. And so, my parents are, Catholic, and they said you have to treat your body as a temple of God, right? And you have to treat your body as holy as possible. A tattoo will not do that. And I turned to my mom and said, even churches have stained glass windows. And it was a dead silence, and I knew that I crossed the line. As you can tell, I do not have a tattoo. Anywhere, it's not going to happen. But after that look I saw on my mom's face, I knew a tattoo was not in my future. So go ahead, kids, if you want to say that to your parents, it does not work. So we'll introduce then Jack first. Jack attended New England Institute of Art Study in Animation, certified as a tattoo artist, and currently working with the Ambition Tattoo and Gallery in Denver, Massachusetts. He is also working as a manager at the Concord's Colonel Inn in Concord, Massachusetts. His plan is to become a licensed tattoo artist or animation artist and hopefully work for a major name company. So this is Jack.
Can we just listen to the music? I think that's better than what I'm going to see. So yeah, again, for those who don't know me and for those who do know me, I'm Jack, oldest brother to Maggie and Jasper from Most Reggae Names. Yeah, what do we talk about? I don't know. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you guys are drinking lots of water because it's good for you. Anyways, yeah, so I went to school for art. Art's always going to be part of my life. I've always wanted to be an artist. I went to college in Boston. That's where I currently live. I live in Boston. I went for art school, specifically for animation. My dream was to either work for like some kind of family-oriented movie or have my own TV show. I'm still a dream of mine for sure, but later on I decided I want to become a tattoo artist. I know my parents don't like that kind of stuff, but I live all the way in Boston, so whatever. Tattooing was not a thing I wanted to do. A lot of people in my life said I should have been a tattoo artist, but for me, I enjoy making mistakes in my art. I like the privilege of undoing those mistakes, but unfortunately, tattoos you can't do that. But here I am, you know. What else? What else? Let's talk about. Oh yeah, I should have done that the first time. How rude of me. Thank you for everyone for coming. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for doing this for us. This is like amazing, and you guys didn't have to do it, but you guys wanted to, which is great, and I love that. So, yeah. Why do I talk for like, I'm supposed to be over for 10 minutes? Who wants to listen to me for 10 minutes? So my future plans, I still want to be an animator, nonetheless. I think maybe when I'm a little bit much older, I'll go back to school and get my degree in animation. I did not graduate in degree, just FYI. But yeah, I still want to do animation. That's still going to be my thing that I want to do, my end game. I do still want to do tattooing. When I leave this world, I want to be known as one of, like, not the best artist, but at least have my foot somewhere in the art world, you know? And yeah, that too, eventually. When I find a nice girl. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. I've been telling you in all the dating sites, I'm throwing myself out there. Not really, but anyways. Yeah, I guess this is about me. I'm Jack, and I'm an artist.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, and again, if you're not friends with Jack on Facebook, I would say definitely just add him on. You'll get to see all the things that he's working on and
Instagram, that's where you'll find it.
Instagram.
Panda.doodles with a Z, that's where you'll find it. Find me right there.
Yeah, you'll get to see all the work that he does, and it's just beautiful. So thank you, Jack. Next, we're gonna bring up Maggie. Maggie, since you're the oldest one, as everybody talks, about moving back with your parents, think of it this way. If they don't move in with their parents, they're gonna move in with you. Just ask that guy. Yeah, but I'm sure there's gonna be a time when he goes, hey, right? If you get a job at Epic, who are you gonna move in with? I'm just saying, you're gonna have the responsibility will fall on you when all of a sudden they realize they like being home by themselves. They're gonna, you know what? We're gonna move in with Maggie. Yeah. So one thing, Maggie, I think this is where my tears might come out a little bit, but Grandpa's last couple of years with Maggie and with King. So the pictures that we have on all the boards and the things that we see pretty much is with Maggie and King. Because all at that time, King went over to stay with Grandma and Grandpa, and Joshua, Maggie, and Josh were at Bonya's house. So every time that I think of those last years, I see your face and see King's face with Yo all the time. So it's tough to say, but it's true. So we will invite you up to say a couple of words too as well to the family and to our guests. And it's coming. So Maggie attended UW-Madison, graduated in 2018 with a bachelor's in elementary education. She is currently working as a program coordinator for the nonprofit Wisconsin Youth Company in Madison. During her 4 years at UW-Madison, she heavily involved in serving leadership positions with the Hmong American Student Association and established an Asian interest sorority, Delta Phi Lambda. And this is Maggie.
Tissues because I'm just like my dad. Hopefully I don't cry, but the reason why we played the rock song was because when I was very young, with my growing up with my brother Josh, we used to watch WWE all the time, and I guess the rock was my favorite, and my parents told me that I would do the rock eyebrow thing and like jump off the stairs and beat up Josh. So that's the reason why that's the song, but yeah, thank you. I just wanted to, again, repeat that I did graduate college in 2018, which was 4 years ago. So you may be wondering, Maggie, why are you celebrating now? So why take the time 4 years later for all the pomp and circumstance, for the grand party, for the celebration? So no, it was not because of COVID. To be honest, I was a little hesitant at first when my parents came up with the idea of celebrating this old milestone of myself along with both of my brothers this summer. In the past, I've been working, my graduation was in the past, so I've been working the past 4 years to build my own life, and college was so long ago for me. So I really wanted this day to just be about them. However, as I planned this event with my mom and my dad, I realized how proud and how important those achievements were for them. Not only were my accomplishments a reflection of myself, it was a reflection of all the hard work and sacrifice and support that all of you, my family, have given me to reach this goal and to be where I am today. So today is not only a day to celebrate my degree and my brother's achievements, it's also a day, I would say, to celebrate all of you. So I would like to say thank you first to Jack and Josh for celebrating and sharing this special day with me. Congratulations to you, Jack, for achieving success and credibility in a field that you are passionate about. It's hard nowadays to find time and opportunities to pursue your dreams, so to see you doing that is very inspiring. And congratulations to you, Josh, for accomplishing this milestone of graduating college. I know it's not easy, and I've probably been nagging you a lot the past 5 years, but I'm glad that you did it. Cherish the friendships and experiences that you have made and use them to propel you into your future. I am so proud of you, and I remember that I'm always here for you. And I am just, again, so proud of the leader that you've become and the leader that you will be. Thank you to all the family and the friends that are here, those who traveled far away and those who are there close to us. Knowing that you took the time to be here with us makes my heart just so full. And we are so blessed to have family and friends who give unconditional support to us and cheer us on as we grow. And this is the part where I might cry. So to Mom and Dad, I love you guys so much. I'm working so hard to assure you that I will be happy and stable in life. Although I think you scared Kevin away, Dad. I'm just kidding, he had to leave, but we know that everything that you guys say is just out of love and support for us. And I know that I will never be able to repay you in this lifetime for all the sacrifices that you have made for me. I can list so many things that you have done and still do for me to make my life easier, like taking care of my car when I come home and cleaning the car filter because I forgot to do that. And for packing me food to take back to Madison, and for always keeping my bedroom at home clean for whenever I visit, unless Thomas is using it. If I could have you two as parents in all my future lifetimes, I would. I cherish all the values that you have taught me and learned, and even though it might take a little bit of time for me to learn your life lessons, I know that they always come from a place of love, and eventually they make sense to me through my own life experiences. I hope that you two know that you have raised a person who strives to be good, to do good, and to live good. And I also hope that I'll always be your favorite daughter because I'm your only daughter. So, although 4 years have passed by, with each challenge and success in life, I know that I have an unwavering support system behind me. This provides me with the confidence to continue taking advantage of all the opportunities I have in life and to overcome all of those obstacles that come my way. So I could not ask for anything more, and my words can only, like my dad says, only mean so much until I do it. But all I can give you today are my words of thanks, so thank you all.
The Rock says, so one thing too as well is that Paul and Yale love watching that stuff. Like, that was the other time, my parents didn't allow us to watch WWE, but Paul and Yale watched it all the time, which we love. So the last, of course, person of honor is going to be Joshua. We share the same, we're part of the CJY club, so our initials are CJY. We're one of the only. But I want to ask first, who goes to North High here? All right, who goes to South? Okay, so I'm going to have you read a word that I wrote on this piece of paper. What does it say? What does that say?
Arkansas?
So you finally learned, right? So we were playing a game, it could have been 10 years ago, where we were picking states. And what did you say when you went to South High School? You called it?
What? Probably Arkansas?
Arkansas. He went, I choose Arkansas. And all of us were like, huh? Arkansas? And then he had to actually spell it. Oh, it's Arkansas. You're saying Arkansas? So, north against south right there. North wins. So next we'll have Josh come up, tell you a little bit about himself.
All right, thank you for that intro. I know I'm typically funny or jerky a little bit back then in high school. It's just part of growing up, you know, and maybe being the middle child. You get a lot of different influences of your older siblings, maybe like bullying you, and and the younger sibling, you want to be like a good mentor. So you get that mixed awkwardness in your life. But first, I want to thank those both near and far who came to share this moment with us. It creates a nice memory for all of us and a piece of things to hold on and remember and talk about. I'm happy to be here with my older brother and older sister to share this celebration with them. And yeah, going back to looking at memories and photos, it's always really nice to always keep going back to them, especially me. I know many of you know me as like a little kid with like a big smile, always smiling, and then it goes to a quick transition of being awkward or shy as like a young adult, and then maybe even in high school I was like shaved head, so people would ask if I was going to like the military service. But then, and then until finally where I could go to college and, you know, be independent, and I grow out my hair, you know, because usually my dad, he's my barber. But yeah, college gives you more independency to live by yourself, so you're not really messed around through that. Yeah. And then just saying that my little brother Thomas got lucky too. He got to grow out his hair a lot younger than me. So. But then with those physical changes, you know, I was able to grow mentally. Much of it was helped to like so many amazing role models and people were just part of my life. I remember when I was younger, it really, I think it shaped me a lot. Come visiting the family in Wisconsin, because I'd always think like, you know, coming back to Wisconsin, you have your uncles who owns like nice home stores or grocery stores. So there's always a place to go hang out or like take snacks and receive gifts. And then I remember thinking back now, like when I was a kid, I never understood like close family, like your cousins, your first cousins, your second, or your uncles, your aunties, because I'd always be living away from them. And I would think back like, man, who is that person? How come when I go to Wisconsin, everyone's like so nice and like it's so easygoing and like I can like take snacks from the store for free. But then later on I realized like, okay, you know, it's family, and I'm lucky to have this family that's close and just easygoing and chill, and I'm very understanding too about both cultural aspects, who you are and what you can do. I know a lot of people kind of get a lot of pressure from family and stuff, and then it makes them maybe shrivel up or go in a shell. I think I was like that for a bit growing up, but then I used that to motivate myself to do better and do good, and not to follow anyone's path, but to take those and, you know, find your own path, because that's like one of the better ways you can control your life. And I know because there's so many that have done this before me, and I'm always able to talk around and like, hey Josh, you should talk to your cousin or your uncle, you know, they could get you into this job or this job. And it's like, yeah, it's crazy to see how great our family is oriented and our friends, that everything's like on cruise control for me. If I just ask somebody, I can be in the right time, in the right place, and I don't have to do as much hard work as maybe my previous generation or my parents have done. And so I'm glad for that. Well, going back, after all my childhood years, I did graduate from UW-Milwaukee, the University of Milwaukee, this past spring with a degree in Information Science and Technology. So it's like a computer techie field. I know technologies are always been a big thing. I'm happy to be in it. Most parts come to me, you know, common sense. Maybe a lot of kids, I think even some like younger cousins or nephews and nieces like better than technology than me. But hopefully I keep going and learning, and I can improve myself and get somewhere where I want to be. And going back to colleges, I know 90% of my immediate family like first cousin went to Madison. So I'm like one of the only Milwaukee so far within our cousins. But you know, I don't feel too bad. I'm pretty chill, relaxed. I don't do competitions so much, so I'm okay with that. But I know I'm very happy to show forth what I've done, but I know there are many still waiting to see what I can still do moving on from here. And I guess, you know, life is quick and like a blur, and I know many of you like thought I would graduate high school or something. Not college just yet, but then it's because maybe I don't talk about my college too much, and it did go by like a blur. So I'll give you a little insight in my college experience. College started kind of slow in terms of social life and my education. You know, I took it really easy. I didn't expect too much because I felt like I knew I could get here, but now it's just a matter of fact of being able to mold it and make sure I get what I need out of it. I wasn't crazy or anything like going to parties or going to fraternities or, you know, seeing a lot of people. Even though Milwaukee's a nice city, you know, a nice downtown area, I was just more happy I can be alone and more independent and, you know, maybe away from parents from nagging me too much. But I didn't neglect them. I would still come back and call them, you know, every once in a while. But then after a couple of years, I started to join student organizations such as like the Hmong Student Association and do things with them, and actually get to see the Milwaukee Hmong community and just realize what more is out there, and there's so many older, wiser people that can still help you